Hey guys, and welcome to episode 7 of my Satisfactory series. In the last episode, I got slightly carried away after the recording session, which means I have some things to show you. So, I was kind of sick of this dirty little concrete, temporary setup I had. So I made something a little bit more permanent. Over here, I made this. So, oh, no, let's see if we can get in there again. Oh, take 3. There we go. So basically what it does is it brings in 2 belts of 240 limestone, brings it along. This belt feeds, or the bottom belt, sorry, feeds all of these constructors. Top belt loops around, goes around the back, and comes back through and feeds these constructors. So in total there's 12 constructors, and it produces 180 concrete per minute. Realistically, I don't need it at all, but I think it's nicer to just have one building where I can get my concrete later if I need it. Well, with that out of the way, I've been defeated by Mark III build. With that out of the way, I'll show you what we're going to be doing in this episode. So at the end of the last episode, I said that we were going to go through and create some rotors, or a power plant for the rotors, and that is indeed what we will be doing in this episode. So I've set out some constructors here to produce screws. Obviously I can't run anything yet because we've still got this temporary steel set up in the way that's producing some steel beams for me. Got a full load there, and I wonder how much steel's in here. Empty. The truck must have gotten stuck somewhere. Well, either way, I'm going to come through and gut all of this, and I'll be back with you once we're ready to build the rotors. Well, as you can see, the rotors are done. I don't know what's going on there. One guy that doesn't want to get painted for whatever reason, but yeah, let's ignore that guy. He's clearly stubborn. We've got all the rotors coming through, so there's 6 assembly machines on 70% each, producing roughly 4 and a tiny bit rotors. So, 24-ish, 25-ish rotors per minute is what we're producing. As you can see, I've got all these set up to produce the 90 screws per minute. And the requirement is 92.4. I couldn't be bothered making it exactly perfect because the numbers aren't divisible correctly, so I was happy with this. This is close enough for me. And then I've also come through and adjusted these to 85%, so it's 12.75, 12.6, it's close enough. And then I've also come through and produced these at half because obviously we're only requiring less than 15, but once again I couldn't really be bothered tinkering it exactly. So nevertheless, this is our rotor production done. I think it's both tidier and messier than the modular frames at the same time because of the way these belts sort of do this weird spaghetti thing, but at the same time it's very linear, so I don't know, I'm not sure which version I like better. This side is definitely easier to build than that side though, as far as like the belt work is concerned, because it's just slapping belts. Whereas that I had to do a lot of elevation and trickery to get it all to work. Nevertheless, over here, our modular frames are done, so we've got a full box of modular frames, it's all backed up. And this is where our rotors are coming in here. So the next step that we're going to have to do, now that we've got our rotors, is make motors out of them. So we've got plenty of modular frames, plenty of rotors, but what we need are motors. So, geez, that was a bit laggy. To produce a motor, you need these stator, not sure. These things, these crazy copper things. So we're going to need some copper wire and some steel pipes. Relatively easy to produce, but it does mean that we're going to have to both make a copper foundry or a copper meiosis area, and we're also going to need to make a steel pipe area. So I'm not entirely sure which one I want to do next, to be honest. I'm going to give it some thought, and I'll be back with you when we're either producing steel pipes and steel beams or copper wire and copper cable. As you can see, I've gutted out the old copper system. You might be thinking, it's a little early to have gutted the old system, isn't it? And if you were thinking that, then you're not wrong. But in this case, I've decided to go ahead and produce a floating platform with some things on it. So we've increased the output of our copper wire and our copper cables. It's not maxed out by any means, but it's definitely going to suffice for what we need. So they're coming in, you know, relatively quickly. What do we got? 45 by 5? 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5. 45 by 5, so what? 225? So 225 copper wire per minute coming in here, which is pretty good. Pretty good. And then we've just got the 4 producing copper cable. So, you know, 60 per minute because they produce 15 each. And they're coming into here for the time being. So, what we now need to do is produce steel pipe somewhere and then produce an assembly floor for the starter or stator or whatever the heck we're making. So, I have absolutely no idea where we're going to build these steel pipes. I was thinking about it before, and that's why I came over and built the copper, because there's no real good place for it. Like, I could build it around here somewhere, you know, on its own little separate factory. Got iron, copper, there's concrete over there, but I just don't know how it's going to work out. Like, because we're going to need a fairly wide area, because I need to make a heap of pipes. I also need to make a heap of beams. And then once we've made all of those beams and pipes, we're going to need to somehow connect them all up. Not sure. Well, I'll keep nutting this out, and I'll be back with you when I work out where I'm going to build it. Just jumping back in to tell you guys that I've found a little flat area where we're going to build the steel production over here. Not too far away, which is good. I was thinking originally of building it here, where it's sort of slanted, and it would have made the greatest spot because it would have had this big high edge over there, but I kept pushing up a little bit further, and just over here it really starting to flatten out. So I'm going to go through and probably make a quick little time lapse of me laying down all this concrete, and then I'll be back with you after that. Rightio, I think that's going to call it for this episode. I've just had a look at how much I've recorded, and I'm going to have to call the episode here. So I know that you were all very irritated to watch that power slug in that time lapse, so now it's gone. But as you can see, the platform's all done, ready for us to produce our steel factory in the next episode. I've been some Aussie. Thanks for watching. Satisfactory. Bye.